We're inside the cave. Today we're doing a video. It's gonna be too long, but it's gonna be long, on reminiscing and why we collect 45s and why I have the best 45 collection going out this Sunday. Okay, everybody's been asking for them, so here's some that we can do. Everybody's afraid to collect these things because they look scratchy and stuff like that. This is minty. Minty. And what is that one? Ha ha!
Oh, wow.
Linda Gata Davida. Now, as I take you on this little journey, I'm going to mention names. And we're going to be into it. Okay, some of the places where I grew up at, I lived closer to Upper Darby than I did to Philly. I lived in a town called Morton. And my mom owned the antique mall down there. The antique, it's called the Village Mall in Morton. And I grew up, and when I met Val, the guy that has R&B music in Upper Darby, the biggest record collector I ever met, 4 or 5 million. Go to his Val R&B music in Upper Darby. You'll see his. Some of the things that I collected and got from him were like, here's Janis Joplin in the big holding. And this is a little piece of my heart. Janis Joplin. And the holding, Big Brother and the holding company. Then one of the faster tunes that we liked out of Philly were the Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose, Treat Her Like a Lady, just to give you a little flavor of music. Paul Revere.
Like Revere's Ride?
Paul Revere and the Raiders. And this is Cloud 9. One of my favorite groups was The Temptations. I'm 69 years old. This is Cloud 9. This was like the first funky out song I ever really liked. Cloud 9, you can feel it. One of our stoner records that we all liked and couldn't get rid of. I think when this song came out, 1967, I think it was, or 66. Incense and Peppermint. This is when everybody started turn on and tune out. Unchained Minds. Oh my God. We can't go on this way. That was great. Tommy James and the show, James and the Shondells. Run with Me. The Guess Who? They were great. Heaven Only Moved You Once Yesterday. One of the other album songs that, even if you hear it today, let's see, these are 50, almost 60 years old. There's a song right here. Everybody loved this song when it first came out, by Steppenwolf. Magic Carpet Ride. Spiral Staircase. Who can forget them? Broken Hearted Man. That was on, we listened to a radio station called Wibich, WIBG. And believe it or not, it's still out there. We would hear songs like The Monkees. Here's one everybody used to always sing, because it was one of them songs that went into your head and gave you a worm. Last Train to Clarkstown. And then we would listen to Rod Stewart when he broke away from Traffic and all them other ones. What was that band he was in? Jeff Beck, Maggie May, Reason to Believe. And he did, now a lot of people do flavoring, all right? I call it, they got rich, doing other people's songs. Like here's Rod Stewart doing I'm Losing You. And I think the Temptations did that one too. This one here was a stoner. This was a we like this song. It's really stoner. This is called Liar by Three Dog Night. Liar, liar. These are all great, and they're all mint. Some of these record company labels that you're going to be buying is, you got like the Dunhill label, Atlantic, of course, Decca, The Who, and this was one of The Who's first song, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and on the flip side it was Call Me Lightning. All right, these will get you into music. And this is a band called Win. This was called, a band called Win, Make Believe. And then we had our buddies from the Union, Gary Puckett, Young Girl. And then he redid I'm Losing You. Of course, we had the Haywards. And their big hit, Who do you think you are? Barry, this one's for you. Riders to the Star was on the other one. And then we had our other, when we dig back into the early 60s and late 50s, we had Smash Records with their favorite one, Here It Comes Again. Ooh, touch me if you can. Ooh. There was a commercial out back in the day, and they were doing Pepto-Bismol, and the song was by the T-Bones, and they did this song for the T-Bones did this song for a commercial, and it was called No Matter What Shape. Wait till you download this one and listen to that. Then we got our favorite now, Joe South. He was definitely one of the first rockabilly people to me. Joe South and Shelter, and his hit was Walk a Mile in My Shoes. And then he did Games People Played. And I have thousands and thousands coming to the shop. And then, Dylan, come on upstairs, up here. We're going to look. This is a box.
Sorry, hold on. Sorry there, guys.
Let's just look down. And these are cassettes. Now, cassettes are coming back. You can find a good cassette recorder. I have like 4 or 5 of them for sale at the shop on Sundays. I'm going to be putting them over there. But here we got Head East, Pat Benatar, the Hooters. Hooters is a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania band. They were great. See who else we got here. The Partridge Family. Of course we got them. Download, subscribe, leave your comments to yourself. Now, one of the best albums, this one here is that one like I was telling you about that had Rod Stewart in it. Jeff Beck, Truth on cassette. And my favorite, now everybody has a favorite song over here. A lot of them are great. Shape of Things. That was like the token song to listen to. Nick Lowe. Everybody had to have a little piece of him. Fur. Great band. Download that one. That's the name of the band. And that's Jane Widlin. Oh, the Eagles. On the Border. On the Border. Now you can download on YouTube and get all this stuff. We even throw some shit, S&Gs in there. Richard Pryor. Now, if you don't know who Richard Pryor was, look him up. He was in a lot of good movies. Moving. What was that one with that movie with Gene Wilder? He was in a couple of Gene Wilder movies. Comment down below. Somebody did the final guy. This is Here and Now. Great, great tape. And we got the Andrews Sisters for you collecting, looking. I'm telling you, download this music. Play it on your guitar. If you don't know how to play a guitar, these three, they only use 4 chords, 3 to 4 chords. Once you get the chord down, once you get them 3 chords down, you can play all the music in the world from the 50s, 60s. Remember, heavy rock started in the 70s, the tail end of the 60s. But they all got inspiration from this, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Girls. Oh yeah. And then you can open your genre up to Knight Rider, Eddie Money, and you can keep going. Well, here's a nice, and there's nothing wrong with compilation albums. I sell a lot of CDs with compilation bands, like Shaka Khan, Elton John, Randy Travis. It gives you a flavor of Rick James. Of course we want Rick James. Howard Hewitt. I like Howard. Now this is a whole box. There's 320 in this. There's 1,045s. These boxes are filled with 45s, filled with tapes. Take pictures of that. Every Loverboy, Helen Reddy. There's nothing wrong with Helen Reddy. Download, listen to it. Gone, gone, gone. Tommy James and the Shondells. Bless you, chairman of the board. Of course there is. The Carpenters. There's a Kinda Hush. All over the world. Don't scratch it, Rizzo. They ain't got no scratches on it now. Okay. Sorry. And over here, I got the Chosen Few. And these are all remember, you're not going to get piles of Born to Run. There's only one copy of this in my store on a 45, Bruce Springsteen's, with the B-side band, Meeting Across the River. That was a stoner song too. Starship. We built this city. And the stoner song, Private Room. So right now, I'm switching up from albums, CDs, and cassettes. I'm throwing in the cassettes, but now I want you to get into it. You gotta buy these. They're only selling for $1. Once they get into the second floor, their price goes up. Steely Dan, Deacon Blues, Home at Last, Peg, Black Friday. Any major dude will tell you, Steely Dan. Reeling in the years. I only got one copy of these. One copy. Do it again. Steppenwolf, one copy. Let's look at this. One copy, original pressing. Look, I'm going to pull it out. There ain't a damn scratch on it. You got to get the old record players with the 45 clicks on them. And then you might need to buy one of them bag of, let me see how many bags I got of this. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Hold on there, Dylan. You don't need big, expensive music record players for these 45s. They're in great shape like this. Any record player will do. These are the little pins you put in them. Okay, you kids out there that never heard them, like Denver, my new record buddy, right, Dylan?
Yeah.
These are the pins that go into the 45s. They drop down. Get yourself an old record player. And I have them. And you're going to enjoy this music more than you ever knew. I even got The Streak in here by Ray Stevens. And that's a funny song. That's a very good song. I like it. We got Eric Clapton coming into the shop. 45. I Shot the Sheriff. We got the Rolling Stones, the Beatles. Oh my God. And which one is it? Well, we got Helter Skelter on the B side. And Got to Get You Into My Life and Helter Skelter. But there's the Beatles. Everybody's coming to the shop to jam. Nobody's being left out. We got somebody, I can hear one person say, yeah, but do you got any Kiss? Yeah, we got Kiss. Rock and roll all night. There it is, Kiss. Casablanca Records. What else? Oh, here's some Rolling Stones. Now this one here is on the Rolling Stone label. It's from the Steel Wheels tour, and it's a rock and a hard place on one side and Cook Blues on the other. And we got London version of Honky Tonk Woman. But the other side was the stoner side. And that was, you can't always get what you want. And let me tell you something. It's true in rock and roll unless you visit Rizzo's Rockin' Records and dig through them thousands and thousands of records. Now we're going to go on a tour. At the end of this thing, we're going to do a small video caption of where I grew up at. Oh, this is my favorite one. Let's Spend the Night Together was their hit, but the flip side was Ruby Tuesday. Fantana. Okay, now this is from a band called New Vaudeville Band, and their hit was Winchester Cathedral. One copy, first pressing, mint. Harper Valley PTA. You gotta get it. You gotta see me Sunday. Gordon Lightfoot. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Ah, here's the hit song. Michael Nesmith's. And the First National Band playing at the Silver Moon. Look, see, it says Silver Moon. Silver Moon. The Silver Moon. Route 15 in Lewisburg. Ooh. But Michael Nesmith, as you all know, was from the Monkees. The Silver Moon. Ain't that funny? Silver Moon. On this one here, whoever buys this is getting the back. Now, these are worth money to the right person. I don't do the eBay stuff. I let you make all the money you can get by getting all the albums, tapes, CDs, cassettes, even Laserdisc movies. Who else has them? And VHS. Look at this. This is a misprint. It's backwards.
Oh yeah, you can see the Warner Brothers on the top of it is like.
Yeah, but this is the real side. They're coming to, and that was my favorite. Everybody who ever got stoned, when they got an invite to a party, they would say, "They're coming to take me away, haha, they're coming to take me away." I used to sing that song all the time. I couldn't wait to get to the party. Most of the parties were in my basement. Most of the time I had parties in my backyard. Nelson Gafillion, he's a really good musician. His wife, Morrow, I forget her first name. Eddie and Honor Austin, they used to play it from the Out of Hand band. They used to play. And then when I worked in the music industry for a company called Venus Records. It was my first mafia operation. They whacked my boss in New Jersey, Pete Salerno. Nice guy. Hey, Rizzo, get this truck and get this band down the shore. And we'd go to the Satellite Lounge, and we would go everywhere. I'll tell you another guy that I used to run into, and I did a memorial to him on one of my videos, was Jerry Blavitt. I used to see him all the time at R&B Records. Another stoner record that I liked was Tubular Bells. That was great. The long version, the 17-minute version. They even got a version that goes for 32 minutes too, I think. But a lot of my videos that you see boating on and stuff like that, you take the long playing songs and you just drown out that and just watch the boating movie. Like I did Nantucket Sleigh Ride to one of my boating videos, and I'm Your Captain by Grand Funk, the long version. The live version is the best. That's us flowing through the waves like this, right at the right parts. Great. Started at the beginning. Here's Neil Young. This is what they call a it never even got played either, I can tell. This is what they call a record, a studio, a radio company album. On the first side here, you got Prelude, right? And this is after the Gold Rush. And this is a song by Neil Young. Okay, produced by Fritz Fryer. Rare, very, very rare. I mean, I bet you there's only about, I bet you there's less than 1,000 copies of this. And then this one on the back, this one here is Johnson Boy. All right, you gotta look him up. Very rare music, very rare. When you come into Rizzo's Rockin' Records, not only are you gonna get the good stuff, but you'll get the Vogues. There's Brian Wilson's first 45. First song that he put out on the airs. Okay? Summer Means New Love. That's Brian Wilson. And Caroline, No. Great, great music. And like I said, you're going to run in that genre. We had everything. We had Al Wilson with Show and Tell. Listen to me. Now this one here, I'm going to look up myself. I found this, and I don't know who it was. It's called a Wing and a Prayer record company, and it's called Babyface. And it's done by the Wing and a Prayer Fife and Drum Corps. I have no idea what it is. It's a promotional copy of a band I never even... Here's another one. Now, this is when cocaine started coming in. 1974. Like, all the adults and the rich people used to do it. And then it trickled down to us little kids. And one of my favorite drugged up songs that was played was Frankenstein by Edgar Winters. Look at this one. The title on his next song, Undercover Man. They had all kinds of shit after us. Bill Withers. I got some Bob Dylan in here too.
Also, something while we're in intermission, I just want to say to you guys, I've been seeing there's over like 100 of you watching this stuff. Why don't you comment more?
Yep.
We've only had like 1 or 2 commenters. We want more feedback, please.
Yeah, and we're going to be putting pictures of where I used to go to concerts all the time and get in for free. Because I knew the people from Tower Records. That's at 69th Street. And I knew the people. I used to hang at 69th Street. When I was a kid, when I was growing up, I was at the roller skating rink. We would take the bus. Actually, sometimes we would take the train to Morton to Clifton Heights and then down to 69th Street. Or we'd take the bus, the 420 bus to 69th Street. The Chester bus.
And I'll be putting some of those pictures here towards the end.
Yeah, it's just amazing what kind of music's in there to taste off of. Just get it. I'm 69. I'm probably the last of the hillbillies doing this stuff. The last of the ones letting you see this stuff from the 80s. Here's one. That's my buddy Townsend. Now, I like that, face to face. Here's one you gotta have tried, even if you don't like it. Who's that? Who's that? Come on, tell me who that is. Who is it? Come on. Is that Johnny Boy trying to play music? Look at his hairstyle. I like that hairstyle. Maybe I'll try to get that hairstyle. But we got Dan and the Thompson. Oh. My wife loved this song. Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? I'm still married. I met my wife in 1978. We got married this February 14th, 1981. She stuck with me all these years. What are you gonna do with them? She was like my mother. My mother would yell at me. I'm gonna just show you some music while I tell you this one. My mother would yell at me and say, "When are you gonna get a haircut? When are you gonna get out of my house? Quit the smoking. Do this, do that." I say, "Sure, Mom. Well, I finally got married." And moved out of the house. Became a painter. I should have refinished furniture. I did refinish furniture. I went to school for it. Got a certificate for building restoration, art and building restoration from Princeton University. It was the longer you stayed in on the certificate courses, the more you got a degree. I was there for 6 months. I was taught by a guy by the name of Al Giuliano. Now, his son, he played guitar in a band that became famous. I think he played with Todd Rundgren. I don't know if he did or not. If you know who Giuliano played with, leave a comment. I forget. He was a great person. I used to take his bands to the clubs. He was one of the bigger bands that we took. I used to take Superheat. Now, they were a dangerous bunch of guys. Superheat was probably the most Kiss type, or maybe you would call it what do they call that band? The other band, not Kiss, but I'm having an adult moment. Black Sabbath band. They were really Black Sabbath. People couldn't wait to get there to see them. They would sell out the shows all the time. Gino Vanelli, gotta listen. And in the early 80s, who couldn't forget this one? Wang Chung. Everybody needed a little Wang Chung in them. Hey, John, here's one. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody have fun. Now that was another cocaine infused era. Not for me, but everybody else was like, that was it. That was the thing, man. Now we have my favorite. And so this, I'm going to leave you with this. And then I'm going to put some pictures down below of sites that we used to do. And why can't we be friends? Leave comments, joke, talk. Listen to this and buy these 45s and get yourself an old record player and download. And I have thousands of them. Thousands. You want these 45s? Come in and get them. I have more. So with that, I say au revoir. And now let's look at some pictures. We're going to download 69th Street, and it's the Tower Theater. We're going to download a picture of Chez Vous. It's a roller rink. That's where Jerry Blavitt used to play at. Tower Theater, 69th Street. Hello. Oh, you know what? I got them too. The band Nas. That was one of the first. I loved that album. All the songs on it, and the 45s I got. Todd Rundgren band was Nas. Fantastic show, band, and they were from Upper Darby. A lot of Tina Fey's from Upper Darby. With that, Dylan's going to try and download some pictures for me. All right, thank you.
And we'll see you guys later. Remember, comment, subscribe if you feel that we deserve it. See ya.